Hi students, so I am here with the next video of chapter Nature of Matter. Here we'll discuss about the properties of matter. And the very first property of matter is its appearance and feel. Appearance means the material, the way it looks. So material on the basis of its appearance, they look lustrous or dull. For example, your metals like your spoon, it is lustrous, it has a shiny surface. Similarly, your gold, it is also lustrous in appearance. And your wood and sandpaper, they are dull in appearance. So, your sandpaper, it is dull, and similarly your wooden piece, it is also dull. And feel wise, some materials, they are smoother. As you can see, your spoon surface is smoother and the wooden surface is rough, and your sandpaper, it is also rough in feeling. So that's how we can differentiate material, or their properties can be identified. So lustrous means the material with shiny surface. The second property of matter is the transparency. Transparency is the property of some materials which allow the light to pass through them. And the materials which allow the light to pass through them, they are known as transparent material. For example, I am having a glass and I am keeping it on the sheet of the paper, and you are able to read the words written on the page. So this is the property of this material, that it is allowing the light to pass through it and you are able to read the paper, and this material is known as transparent material. Similarly, there are certain materials which are opaque, means those materials which do not allow the light to pass through them. I am holding this sandpaper in front of the camera and you are not able to read the words written on the page. So this is an opaque object which is not allowing the light to pass through it and you are not able to read the paper. Other examples can be your wall or door. They are opaque materials. But there are certain materials which allow the light to pass through them, but partially. For example, your butter paper. I am keeping this paper on the sheet. The words are visible, but they cannot be clearly, you cannot read these words clearly. So the butter paper is an example of your translucent material. Next property of material is floating and sinking. So there are certain objects which float in water, and there are certain objects which sink in water because they are heavier than water. So let's do one activity here also. So I am keeping this glass of water in front of the camera. I am putting a doll in water, and as it is made up of plastic, it is lighter than water and it is easily floating on the surface of water. Similarly, wood, it is also lighter than water and it easily floats on the surface of water. Now I am keeping this eraser on the surface of water and it slowly sinks in water because it is heavier than water and it sinks in water. Similarly, your metal coin, when I am putting it in the water, it is also sinking in water. So this is the property of these materials. Some materials, they float on the surface of water as they are lighter, and some they sink in water as they are heavier than water. Next property of materials is diffusion. The property of mixing of particles of two materials on their own is called diffusion. For example, your air and the smoke from your incense stick. So I have lighted one incense stick, and the smoke from this incense stick, it is spreading in the room. So with the help of the air, these particles are moving throughout the room and you will get the fragrance of the incense stick in your room. This is because the particles of these material, they are in constant motion. As you know, air is also a gas and smoke is also a form of a gas. And when these particles, they mix with each other, they easily spread and they move constantly throughout the room. So gases, they diffuse very quickly with each other because their particles, they are in constant motion. Similarly, in liquids, they diffuse into each other quite slowly because particles in liquid, they are not so free to move as they are in gases. So here also I am doing one activity to show you the mixing of liquid into liquid, the process of diffusion. So here in the glass of water, I am putting a drop of ink because ink is also a liquid and it is slowly spreading throughout the water. Slowly they move throughout the glass and they will mix with each other. So liquids also, they get diffused with one another. Either their particles, they are moving slowly and you will get a complete colored water in the glass because the particles of the ink, they get mixed with water slowly. Next is the mixing of solid with solid. So solids, they do not diffuse with each other because their particles are held tightly and they cannot move freely. So they cannot easily get mixed with each other. But solids can diffuse slowly in liquid because particles of liquid are able to move, and so that's how the solids, they get mixed in liquid. So I will show you one activity in the book. Here one activity is given in your textbook. Take some clean water in a jar and place it on a table. Drop a few crystals of potassium permanganate in water. So here they have kept jar on the table and they put potassium permanganate in the water, and slowly as you can see, the particles of solids, they are moving or they are getting mixed with the particles of water, and the color of the water is changing, light pink, then more darker, and the water becomes pink. So you will see that the pink color spreads slowly in water. This shows diffusion of solids in liquid. So that's all for today, and tomorrow we'll study about dissolution of solids in water. Thank you and have a nice day.